A lot of presidential election talk and a lot of senators on the show recently. We'll probably have the big guy Trump calling in here in the next week or so. But we also want to focus in on some very critical House races. We had Hung Kao on yesterday. That guy's a badass. Big Hung Kao fans here. We got another badass on today, Derrick Anderson. He's a candidate for Virginia's 7th Congressional District, former Army Special Forces. He's a Green Beret. He's trained with the IDF in the past as well. Look, Derrick, great to have you on the show. I think first time. Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks, Clay and Buck. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Tell us about your race. I know this was the Spanberger seat that she vacated to go run, who's a Democrat, vacated to go run, for a Senate seat, right? Or is the governor? I can't remember now. Governor, yeah. She ran for governor. And who are you up against? How's it looking, and how can you win?
Yeah, Clay. So I'm running up against a guy by the name of Vindman, who I'm sure you guys are all aware.
Oh, yeah.
Who I'm running against. The district I'm running in, I grew up in the heart of this district in Spotsylvania County, Fredericksburg area, for those folks, about an hour south of D.C. Went to Virginia Tech, went to the Army, deployed to Iraq during the surge for 15 months as an infantry guy. I went to Ranger School as well. Then went to the Honor Guard, and then went to the Green Berets, where I did 5 deployments as a Green Beret team leader, including Afghanistan, Bahrain, Lebanon, Israel, and Jordan. Went to law school and clerked for 2 federal judges. What's interesting and fascinating about my race is, I am going up against Vindman, and Mr. Vindman is focused on his past. He's focused on his revenge tour with President Trump and doubling down on Kamala Harris's failed policies. I'm focused on the future of the people in the district. This is my hometown. This is where I grew up. This is where my mom, my cousins, and family members all throughout the district are from and live. And so I have a vested interest in this. And what's interesting, and I'm sure you guys are all well aware that this is the time of year where we see a lot of lies being spread. My opponent has lied about me. In fact, he's lied about himself. He's lied about his military record. He lied about his rank. He's lied about his time overseas. He said he used weapons of war on the battlefield when he, in fact, did not. He's been questioned on this a few times. But the interesting part about that is that if he's willing to lie about that, what else is he willing to lie about? And, you're not going to out-army me, right? I'm a former Green Beret with deployments to Iraq and Afghanistan. I know what it feels like to have those bullets whiz by my head. I had 5 of my guys killed in Afghanistan. That's the kind of person I'm going up against. The House majority is going to run through Virginia's 7th district. We have a really great opportunity here. But we need everyone's help to win. We've had people coming in today, door knocking, but we need, if anyone is interested in helping, signing up, contributing always helps as well. They can go to derrickanderson.com. That's DERRICK Anderson.com. To get more information on us and our campaign and all the great work we're doing on the ground here.
Derrick, I'm thanks for coming on, Civil War history nerd. So I know Fredericksburg well because of the Civil War battlefield, and I know you're not far from Chancellorsville too. Yesterday we talked with Hung Kao, who's running for the Senate in Virginia, and you're talking about your particular district. What are you seeing? We kind of have the sense, for people out there who don't know Virginia well, Northern Virginia is the base of the Democrat Party in the state. The further you get into the South and West, the more it is the base of the Republican Party. But the races are actually decided, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, in the middle part of the state. What is early turnout looking like, and how do you feel about the momentum of the Republican Party in the state of Virginia overall?
Well, it's amazing. And we have a very diverse district, right? So my district is centered around Fredericksburg, Spotsylvania. It goes east to King George and Carolines, all the way out to the Potomac, up north along 95 to Stafford, and the eastern side of Prince William. And then we go west all the way out to the mountains. We've got Orange, Culpeper, Madison, and Greene County. So, You're talking about a wide-ranging district just in the heart and center of Virginia. The issues that I hear back to your previous question, early voting is amazing. I was at 2 early voting locations yesterday in Stafford and Prince William County. People are coming in, as we're sitting there, there's some people that are like, hey, I see you on TV. You're that guy, which is awesome, right? And they're like, can I take a picture with you? There's some people that, they walk by and they come out of the voting booth or the voting area and they give you the thumbs up, like, I got you. So, I mean, the momentum and the enthusiasm is amazing. We're seeing the numbers, at a high rate right now, compared to, past years. So we're excited about that. And I'll be quite frank, there's people that I'm meeting at the early voting locations. And, the number one thing I hear about in our district is the economy, right? Here in Virginia, about a third of Virginians are living paycheck to paycheck. It's cost the average family about $1,100 more a month under the current Bidenomics that him and Kamala Harris put together. It's a quarter of Virginians are delinquent on their credit cards. So, I mean, when we're talking about voters going out to vote, people are voting with their pocketbooks, with their wallets. I get it quite often because my mom lives about 15 minutes away from me. And so my mom feels the need to call me every single time she goes to the grocery store, and she FaceTimes me and says, Derrick, why are eggs this expensive? I'm like, Mom, I'm not in office yet. I can't, I'm trying my best to help you out, So that and the border crisis has truly impacted our district. To give you just a quick one, we had 2 illegal immigrants. So we have a few military installations in our district, including Marine Corps Base Quantico, right? A few months ago, we had 2 illegal immigrants of Jordanian descent attempt to breach the front gate of Marine Corps Base Quantico, posing as Amazon drivers. Those 2 individuals, as a Green Beret, as someone who, intel-minded kind of person, who are these people? Who are they associated with? What were they doing? We didn't get any answers from anyone about it. And in fact, the 2 individuals were released on bail. We're seeing 5 people a day overdose on fentanyl in Virginia. So when we talk about the border crisis, every single state is a border state, and we're feeling the impact here in Virginia's 7th Congressional District. My opponent, he cares so much about the border, Vindman, that he took his immigration policies off of his website. So, I mean, these are the kind of people we're dealing with. This race is going to be really important to not only maintain our majority in the House, but to also build our majority in the House so we can actually get our country back on track. So, again, I encourage folks to go to our website, DerrickAnderson.com, if they want more information or want to help us out.
Derrick, honored to have you on the program, sir. We hope you pull this one out. We'll do whatever we can and this audience can to help. So thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Buck, Thursday night football, but because people are having trouble getting their picks in sometimes a little bit early, I've got a multi-day play that actually goes for Sunday. All right? So prizepicks.com, my name Clay. We're going to try to hit on a 10-1 payout here. I want you to get your pins. This is why I wanted you to go ahead and download the app. You can play in Texas. You can play in Georgia. You can play in Florida. You can play in California. All over the country. Here is my play for prizepicks.com. Code Clay. You get $50 when you sign up if you are a football fan. Lamar Jackson, less than 53.5 rushing yards. Jared Goff, quarterback for the Detroit Lions. He's been on fire. He's playing against my awful Tennessee Titans. More on the passing yards. Geno Smith, he's been playing really well. The Seattle Seahawks offense has been playing well. More on passing yards for Geno Smith. And Dak Prescott, Cowboys got wrecked by the Lions. They've been on a bye week. They're coming back. More passing yards against the 49ers for Dak Prescott. I'm trying to make it simple. Basic numbers here. Lamar Jackson, less on rushing yards. Goff, Geno Smith, and Dak Prescott, more on passing yards. You will get a 10-1 payout if we are right. You can play. You can have some fun with us. If you think that I'm a moron, you can take the exact opposite of all of those. And if I'm wrong on everything, you get a 10-1 payout. So let's go, Buck. 10-1, Lamar less, Jared Goff, Geno Smith, Dak Prescott, all more on passing yards. Lamar less on rushing yards, not passing. Let's go ahead and have some fun. Those are Sunday action NFL games, not tonight. Sunday action. Clay Travis, my name, obviously. Clay is the code on prizepicks.com. Let's play. Let's have some fun. Prizepicks.com. You get $50 if you use my name, Clay. when you play the first $5.